And we are back, and in this tutorial I'm going to show you the basics of how to use effects in Adobe Lightroom. You will find the image that I'm using via the description link below. The first thing that we need to do is to use the edit menu. Use the shortcut E or click on the icon, and here's the effects panel. Let's click on auto and we'll adjust a little bit of the color and the lighting. Let me adjust the highlights a little bit more. And maybe I'll bring down the whites just slightly. Alright, let's get back to the effects panel. On the right side you've got the split toning. I will make a specific video about that. Just ignore it for this video. The texture. You can see your image gets a little bit blurry when you drag it to the left, and to the right it becomes a little bit more detailed. For clarity, the effect to the left and to the right looks like this. To the right you see this a lot on movie posters, sports posters. It looks kinda cool, but it's not natural. So when you work with photos and you want to have a natural look, just increase or decrease it slightly and don't go overboard. The dehaze effect, so you can add a haze, kind of like a fog effect, or take it out. In this image we can add a little bit of a haze, so I go to the left slightly. The vignette, it has a drop down menu. Let's open it. If you go to the left you've got a black vignette, to the right you've got a white. I like to pull it to the left entirely and then work on the other sliders. To the midpoint you can adjust kind of like the center point and how far the vignette goes related to the center point. The roundness, you can see it on the corners, so you can make it a little bit more like a square. Feathering, that's the difference. Let me go all the way to the left and you see these sharp edges, and all the way to the right it has a gradient, you could say, for the vignette. And the highlights, look once again at the sky, and you can bring these highlights up again or even make them darker. After I've adjusted that, I go down with the vignette again. And then I close the drop down menu. Let me show the difference with and without a vignette. I simply click on the name to reset it and press Ctrl Z to bring the vignette back. On the right side I would crop this part out so it's not part of the vignette. Don't worry about it for this tutorial. Below the vignette slider we've got the last one, which is the grain. Let me zoom in and I'll show you what that does. I'll crank it up and then play around with the size, and you can see the effect at maximum applied. So roughness, it makes the grains either completely distinguishable from each other, or it blurs them a little bit. You don't want to have too much grain here, maybe just a little bit. You can add it when you want to have a vintage or nostalgia effect. That looks sometimes pretty good. And here's the difference between the original and our adjusted image. As I've said, you will find that via the description link below to test out all of it yourself. And that's everything I wanted to show you about the basic effects in Adobe Lightroom. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.